For all you rodents out there.
Yeah.
One day you can go to Mars. Just keep doing your homework.
Absolutely.
So there'll be you say the great filter. What did you mean by that?
Well, so there's something called like the Fermi paradox of like where are the aliens?
Yeah.
So, where are the aliens? I think it was Carl Sagan that said like, if there either are a lot of aliens or none, and they're equally terrifying. If there are a lot of aliens, well, I mean, the invasion ship slash bug infestation, just like the
Starship Trooper style.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like an alien civilization might just view us as like a bug infestation.
Right.
It's like, hey, we left that planet, it was fine. Now it's got a bunch of bugs. Just go fumigate it. Like we'd fumigate a house. That's certainly possible. And then, but if there are no aliens, well, could it be that all civilizations are just destroyed before they become interstellar? So. And I want to be clear, like, to the best of my knowledge, there is no evidence for alien life on Earth. There's no evidence for alien life. There's no direct evidence for alien life. No, and if somebody says, "Oh, what about this alien for, sighting or whatever?" I'm like, listen, it's got to be at least as good as a 7-Eleven or ATM cam. Okay, it's like. If somebody's got at least like an iPhone 1 level camera, like something,
The problem with that is it's just too easy to fake things today, too.
Yeah, sure. They should at least try hard in faking it.
Are you familiar with Commander David Fravor's account of the Tic Tac UFO that he encountered off of the coast of San Diego? Lex Friedman?
Yeah.
Lex Friedman interviewed him on his podcast, and I interviewed him as well. And if you ever get a chance to listen to Lex's conversation with him, it's really excellent. But this guy is a naval fighter pilot, and he talked about this thing that they tracked on radar that went from more than 60,000 feet above sea level to 1 foot in less than a second, shaped like a Tic Tac, no visible sign of propulsion, blocked radar, actively jammed their tracking systems, and then went to their predetermined point that they were supposed to, that the fighter jet was supposed to scramble to, went to it 30 miles away in, a couple seconds. Like, they have no idea how it did it. They don't know what it is.
Okay.
And these guys that were working for the Navy off the coast said they had encountered them several times. They didn't know what they were. They didn't know what to do.
Well, do they have
they
a
just did
photo
nothing.
or something? I mean,
They do. They have video of it.
Okay.
They have video of it. They have there was a New York Times article in 2017 that was detailing this, and there's a couple other different sightings that were very similar. They were trying to figure out what these things were and why, and it was also in the COVID relief package that the CIA was supposed to release. Yeah, these politicians are trying to figure out what all this shit is, and so they tried to get them to release all the information they have within 180 days.
Honestly, I think I would know if there were aliens.
I would hope so. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I'd be jumping on that. Be like,
you should watch that conversation with Lex. It's
sure.
Like, here's the thing. Do you think that they would want us to know, or do you think they would just be observing and making sure we don't blow ourselves up? Would
I don't know,
if
man.
you were
They're
an
real
alien civilization?
They sure are subtle. I mean, if they wanted us to know, obviously they could just,
for sure,
show up and walk down Main Street,
right.
Like, hey, I'm an alien, check me out,
Right.
Here's my spaceship, and just land in the middle of Times Square. I'll be like,
right.
Okay.
Or hover over downtown LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
So whatever they are very subtle, these aliens.
How often do you think about it?
None, zero.
Zero? Even though you're thinking about interplanetary travel, you don't really think about aliens.
No, I mean, if they show up, I'm like, great, okay, now this is new information. But we... well, yeah.
What an interesting way of putting it. This is new information.
This is new information. Like, where were you guys up till now?
Yeah.
So anyway, listen, if I see some evidence for aliens, I'll be the first to be like, aliens, you know.
Right. Then you'll investigate. But until then, you think it's kind of a waste of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely seems like a waste of time if nothing's happened so far. You think about all the people that have been researching aliens for their whole life, and they have very little to show for it.
Well, you know, there's...
Other than cool stories.
Yeah. I mean, we have archaeologists going all over the world looking at things. You know, there's this people... Like, if we were to find something like, let's say, like a cube of titanium, just like a 1-inch cube of titanium, say, in the middle of the pyramid, I'd be like, aliens for sure. There's no way they could have made titanium back then. There's no way. That's hard. That's all. One little, didn't even need a computer. Like, a computer would be like, hey, wow, computers, they didn't have computers back then, so it must be aliens. But even just like some advanced metallurgy, anything, like, we would say anything like that.
Right. Nothing like that that we could point to that we can't do.
Everything that we found archaeologically is consistent with the time, the technology they had at that time.
Archaeologically.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're just talking about old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just throughout history. It's not like...
Yeah.
Like if aliens visited, there'd be something buried somewhere, you'd think. We haven't seen anything. So, anyway... I mean, maybe there are aliens, but they're very subtle. If there are, they're just very, they're being pretty shy. So, as far as we can tell, there's none. So, nor are we seeing signals from any other solar system or anything like that. So, now, and the thing is that on a galactic timescale, even with sublight travel, you could absolutely colonize the whole galaxy, even some of the neighboring galaxies. So if you said 1 million years with and say there's no new physics, could you colonize the galaxy in 1 million years? Absolutely, the entire galaxy.
So you would start with Mars, build bases on Mars, then use Mars to jump off to all these other planets, set up places there, and over thousands of years easily.
Just kind of like, you know, hop from one solar system to the next, and
that it seems like that's imperative.